Hello folks. Short, video from me. I want to talk about Patreon. Now, before anyone ends the video and says, oh, now he wants money, the first thing I will say is there is no, and I repeat, no paid subscription level. I just want to make that incredibly clear. No secrets, no hidden ifs, ands, buts. I have made a Patreon page, and there is only one tier, which is free. And I'll explain first of all why it's free, and then why I've actually made it, because you may be thinking, well, if it's free, why have you even bothered? So anyway, let me first address why it's free. So I work in IT. It's a pretty decently paid, job. That's what pays for this and most of the bits that I buy for it. I'm not in this for the money. YouTube is not my sole source of income. In fact, I would say, anything that I've made from referrals has been offset by the camera gear, etc., that, things that I've had to buy to actually make these videos. I'm not in this for the money. I never was. My work is my source of income. The reason there is only a free tier and there is no paid one is because I don't post frequently enough. I work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. I'm usually out all day Sundays. So I have a very narrow window to make videos, and my content is very sporadic. And I'll be honest, I don't see that, changing in the near to medium future. So my videos are uploaded, as and when. I don't have a regular upload schedule where, my videos are every Saturday or, etc. I film what I can when I can, and I upload when I've had a chance to edit it. I've still got a Scotland trip from May to edit. I've still got a trip to Europe with Teapot One from July to edit. I've still got the recent trip to the Dolomites. I've not started any of that, and I think to have a paid tier, I need to give something back. I need to give you something extra that you wouldn't otherwise get. And right now, I can't offer that. And at the risk of sounding arrogant, I don't need the money. My job, pays me well. So that is why there is only a free tier. No hidden. I'll bring in a paid tier in a few weeks. No. If at some point YouTube becomes my sole source of income, maybe, then there would be a paid one. But like I say, right now, I couldn't fulfill the responsibility of having a members only, see it here first, etc. So that takes care of the money. And Patreon is completely free unless I create a paid tier. Anyway, I've waffled on long enough on that point. Why have I made it? Because if I'm not making money out of it, then why have I actually bothered? So the main reason is some of my videos, especially on these Apple CarPlay units, have gone on a bit long, and I've noticed the viewing figures on some of them are a bit low. And people have said, great video, but it was hard to follow along all of the sort of technical detail. And a couple of people have actually suggested that when I'm reviewing one of these units, maybe I do like a 10 to 15 minute, here's the basics, here is it in use, the minimum you need to know to actually use it. and then a more, and then a more detailed video if you so wish and you're so inclined. But what, Patreon, and I did consider like a blog website, but I don't really have the time to invest in a website and actually keeping it organized and well laid out. So I thought, because, a lot of the time when I'm making a video, there's little bits and bobs and I think, I should have added that into the video, or it would have been nice to have added more screenshots or shown more of the finer details of things that maybe in the videos I kind of gloss over a little bit. So what I want to use Patreon for is for two things. A, to be able to, show you ideas that I've had, things that I'm working on, and to be able to go into a bit more, detail. So when I make a video about, something, I can then do an accompanying Patreon post where if you want to dive into more of the detail and see more up close pictures of the units and things, here and there, and just a bit more of a, I suppose, nerdy version of what I've already shown on the video. You can go there, there'll be screenshots, there might be links to things that you can download stuff, and I think even though I know you can put obviously links in YouTube videos, but I do finding that in the description of a YouTube video, I think I'll be honest, I just think it'll be easier all on a Patreon page. That if you want to read it, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. Because I do get a lot of emails, which I am fairly behind on. So apologies if you have emailed me in the last month, 6 weeks. I'm trying to get through them. So, but that's another reason why I've made it, because there is a chat, feature. So I can create a chat specifically about, either questions related to specific, products that I've reviewed, or a more general, Apple CarPlay Android Auto, because that seems to be my niche. So that is the why. I'll stick a link down in the description to the Patreon. If you should be able to easily find me on there. It's obviously the Stammering Biker. But yeah, I just wanted to make it clear I'm not after money. Like I say, there is no paid subscription level, and if there ever was to be, it would mark a very significant change in my priorities, i.e. work versus this. So if that ever comes, it ain't going to be for a fair while, because this YouTube endeavor would have to pay me pretty significantly more than it does now for me to ever leave my current 9 to 5 job. So anyway, there'll be a link. Would really love it if you would sign up, join. I'll try to post more on there as more people, join. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for the support as always. And hopefully see you over on the Patreon page as well as here.